Hello everyone. We will start. It is 12 past 15. I'm welcoming you to this lunch session, the role of digital well-being in mental health. My name is Nadia. I'm a professional coach. So what I'm doing is one-to-one coaches and also workshops in companies. And the third pillar is I'm supporting new leaders in their role. So first of all, this session will be recorded. If you don't want to be on the screen, we will also cut you out, but you can switch off your camera if you want to. This just for your information. Good. So let's start. I would like to start with the question, how many digital devices do you have? I'm almost sure that at least everyone has 3. Example, laptop, TV, mobile phone. And if we go further and think about, okay, do we have a laptop at home, like private one? Do we have one at work? Do we have a private mobile phone, a work mobile phone, etc.? It goes on and on. So it means we are surrounded by a lot of digital devices. And another question to reflect on is, do you know how many apps you have on your iPhone or on your mobile phone? I was surprised. I had last time I had a conversation with a colleague, and he was like, "Yeah, more than 100," and I was like, "Oh no, never." But indeed, more than 100 apps on my mobile phone. That's crazy. But it means also that we are consciously surrounded by them, and it is normal because our mobile phone is not longer just a device to make a call. It is a device to pay. It's our wallet. It's our connection to our friends, to our family. It is our holiday. So when we book a hotel or a flight or everything, so everything happens on this mobile phone. That's crazy. And if we are aware of that, we can get this balance, this screen balance, this balance of the digital devices. And that's really important because our human system is still the same that it was 1,000 years before. And we are not used to this constant simulation. And that's also one thing that happens when stress, because we are every day or every second we are on alert. And that's something which causes stress. So what does it mean, digital well-being? Digital well-being refers to a conscious and healthy use of technologies. I think this is really, really important because our world is surrounded by digitalization, and it helps us. It promotes us. It gives us new possibility, which we are really thankful, and we like to have those possibilities. But on the other hand, it has also a danger or a risk. So, so really, this digital well-being includes that it promotes us overall and gives us another way or a quality of life, and it makes life easier. So like the core aspects that we have in these points are like the screen time management. Do you know how much time you spend on the screen? Just a reflection that you can do next week, this week, or also today, just to be aware. What kind of technology do you use? What kind of different technology do we use? Do you regularly do digital detox? What does it mean? So really not being connected. And the other thing of the core aspect is also the positive use. As I told you before, it's really important. The digitalization is something we live with, and we could not live without it now, because we are so used to, and it makes life easier, but it needs also to be a positive use. And we will see that later on, what kind of positive use we can create with this technology. Mental health. I would like to go to the definition of the World Health Organization, which defines mental health as a state of well-being in which the individuals realize their own ability, can cope with the normal stresses of life, because stress is normal, and can work productively and fruitfully, and it is able to contribute to their community. If you hear this sentence, I have 3 topics who are really important to see and to hear. So first of all, emotional stability. It is really important that in this world where we are, that we step back and check in with ourselves. So how do I feel today? What happens? What are my emotions? Because nowadays we are so everywhere and nowhere. And therefore also we do not check in, and we forget our emotion, or yes, not let them be, be emotion, because emotions, they are good and important. So this is really one point who is really, really important. Then psychology, well-being, like positive state of mind, self-acceptance, also meaning, like purpose in life. What kind of purpose do we have? And your purpose, not the purpose who is written in the digital world, or who are the expectation of the others. Really your meaningful life. What do you want? And that's also like a big risk that we are now exposed in this world, that we forget that we compare each other. Because you see on social media, in LinkedIn, who gets promoted, who have the beauty, are in vacation. So we are constantly in this fake world, and our brain does not really make the difference, because they see it and they see, oh wow, they are on holidays, they get promoted, all the challenges that are behind that. Or even in films like Hollywood, everything is good, everything works. We have some challenges, but at the end, it's great. And it's nice, that's good to see it, but it has also a lot of risks. When you do not accept yourself, that's why it is really important to invest in yourself, also to get this well-being and know yourself, and have this self-acceptance, self-knowledge, and purpose in life. That's the second point. And the third point, like the social well-being. What does it mean? We can do everything digitally. Meetings over all the world. We can have FaceTime. We do not need to see each other anymore. And healthy relationship, real relationships are important for our health, for our brain, for our development, for our growth. So invest in that, in this community. And I think also the World Health Organization make it quite, with this sentence, you see those 3 important topics, which I would like to give you to reflect on it. This quote, I love it. Technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master. And I fully agree, because I'm really thankful for all the technology that we have, really. And it is useful. It makes my life super easy, easier, but it is also really dangerous, because we create such a big dependencies that if we are not connected, some of us are lost, and we feel like, oh, something is missing, or I'm not online. And that's the danger. And to be really aware of this is the key to have this balance. As I told you before, we have a lot of great technology education. I'm sure all of you have apps on these 5 topics on their mobile phone. I'm sure. We have education and learnings, like online courses. It helps us also, so it opens the door for education for everyone, and that's beautiful. I think that's something which is really valuable, and it gives everyone the possibility to education, access to education, also for free. But now also I could make a course on Harvard. Before, this was not possible, because you need to be there personally. So you have like webinars, ebooks, audiobooks, podcasts, super interesting. You have for free, some. And I think that's something which is useful, and we should use it also. Then productivity and organization. I think ChatGPT, for me, that's my body. Every day. I use it every day. It's true, because it makes my life much, much easier. And I'm thankful for this development. But it has also risks. I catch myself sometimes, before I would think about it more, or when I create some documents or an email or something important, before I was more on the reflecting side, and now it was like, I write it down, I put it there, and then I reread it, adapt it, give it back. So it was like really a sparring partner, which I have now, but it has also risks. But all the project management tools, calendars, apps, etc., are really helpful. Then health and fitness, also there we have more access to meditation apps, fitness apps. We do not need to go to the fitness center. We can do it at home, so we are more flexible. Maybe we can spend more time with the family, because we don't have this time loss where we have to go to the fitness center and to come back. So all those stuffs are really nice. Then we have the social connections and networks, which are important, which we use every day. We are using it now, Zoom. We have Teams, social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. And also the creativities on this point, which can inspire ourselves to get new things done and use them. But what are the risks? Of course, we have risks. One, I think, which is really important also to see, is the distraction, the media overload. It makes so hard to really focus on one thing. Why? Because normally you get, I don't know, you have a concept where you have to write, or you have to really being focused on writing something, reading something. Then you have like the pop-up from the email. Now we have the pop-up, the Teams chat, and more we have this distraction. And when you look at human brain, so it can focus only, like real focus, only 8 seconds. That's crazy. And with all this distraction that we have, then we have the mobile phone, which we have a message, etc. We're losing productivity, and we're losing it hardly. So that's really important to be like, make this awareness. Afterwards, I come to the tips where how you can manage these interruptions, I say it. Then the second one, sleep. Sleep is so important for our mental health, for our productivity, for our brain, for our creativity, for everything. So what is really funny is that our device can monitor our sleep. We have it sometimes, we have watches, digital watches, which can measure our sleep. So we sleep at the digital device, some of us. And the same device keeps us also awake at night, because you have like the blue screen, or all the emails that pops up in the night, and you see the light or vibration, whatever. And then you are, oh yes, I need to check it because maybe it's something important. All those kind of stuff makes us really dependent on a mobile phone or on the digital devices. Addiction, that's something that you can really easily also look or reflect on yourself. When you hear it, that you have a message, can you just forget it and say, hey, I will check it when I'm finished? What does your brain? Is it not wondering, oh, is it good? Is it a good message, or is it a bad message, or somebody needs my help? Whatever it is. But the brain is then really concentrated on this. Ooh, I have a message, I need to check it. It creates really this affection, and also the emotional process is really triggered on this, on those interaction, because it creates dopamine, and when you create dopamine, that's something that we love to have. But when it's constantly, we are used to, and it's nothing special anymore. And that's also a risk that we have, where we need to be conscious and see, okay, no, I don't want this. I want my dopamine release, that it's real, that I can feel it, and that I also can celebrate it. Then it reduces social skills. Being alone together. Just when you hear this sentence, being alone together. Crazy. But a lot of us are, because you going vacation. I see a lot of people who are going in vacation together. They are on their phones. They are eating. They are on their phones. That's crazy. And they not connecting with each other, because it's more important what works or what is in this digital world. I need to be up to date, huh? That's also the last point, like anxiety, stress. I need to compare myself, what I'm doing, what are the other ones doing now. Really this pressure to be up to date, also with the emails at work. We need to check at the weekend. We check emails. Why? Before it was not like this, because we had no possibility to do it, because we didn't have a laptop. It was at work. So Monday to Friday, you were there, and afterwards you were focused on your private life. And now the mix is here because we have the access. And that's really, it could be really dangerous. Some facts which I would like to share with you. We have an average person, that's crazy, looks 150 times a day. They check their phone. Crazy. 150 times. 50% of the people feel lonelier than before, despite being more connected. That's also crazy. We are not feeling anymore this connection, this personal connection. You're connected digitally, or if we are connected one-to-one, we are on our phones, or we are not in the presence. And that's a bit the challenge. And that's also a crazy fact. 40% of our waking hours we spend in the internet, and 1/3 of the time is spent on social media. Crazy. 40%. I leave you to reflect also a bit on that, on those facts. Now we come into the tips, which I would love to give you to really get this balance. As I said, we are thankful for all this development, for all this digitalization, but we need to be aware. We need to regulate ourselves. And I would like to give you like 3 topics which I would like to explain. So self-regulation and awareness. Turn off your notification on your phone. Turn it off. If you want to check it, make really it consciously. So now I have time, I will see who wrote me on WhatsApp, who emailed me, or in Instagram or social media, because otherwise you have a phone full of notification, and every hour you have, sometimes I had like 20 notification in 1 hour. That's crazy. And that was really bad for my productivity and stress level also, because I was like stressed because I need to answer, I need to react, and you don't need. So really go through your apps. Which one can you turn off the notification? If you can turn off all of them, perfect. If not, make a choice. Put your phone on grayscale mode. Perfect. You can put your phone, like when you say, okay, at 7 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock in the morning, my phone is on black-white screen, also grayscale mode. Perfect. Because did you imagine, when did you look the last time black and white TV? It was not so, it's okay, but it's boring. And the same happens here also. If you see it in black and white, it's not so sexy. So try this one. Track your tech use. Be aware, where do you lose time? And ask yourself, do you really want to lose time on this topic? Because at the end of the day, it's your decision. But make it aware and make your decision consciously. Don't switch from one point to another point to another point to another point. Because also email, if you are working on your laptop, on your PC, switch all the notification off. Everything. Make the emails, make a time stamp for your emails where you look at the emails. You can make 30 minutes in the morning, or 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the midday, and 1 in the evening. But then it is planned. And then you are just focusing on your emails. No phone, no nothing. Try to figure out how you can do it. But first of all, look, where do you really use time where it's not needed? Detox, have a free page-free hour when you're waking up in the morning and in the evening, as I told you before. Take regular breaks, like really breaks from the digital media. Say, hey, stop now. I go for a walk without my phone, without anything, just being myself and I, with myself and I. So also consciously delete apps. Yes, because if they are not accessible, we are really convenient as human beings. So if they are not there, I will not install them and look at them. So if you want to really have this detox ones, you can delete them, and if you need it, can reinstall. But try it. Then plan offline activities. Really consciously. So saying, okay, as I told you before, go out for a walk without a phone, or also organize walking meetings. That's perfect. And it works really good because it gives another perspective for both, and it helps also to connect with each other. Create distance from a digital device. Because if we are surrounded by them, they are here and it's easy to access them. So really look that the phone is not charging at your bathroom, so maybe more in the kitchen, so it's not in your surrounding. So create obstacle to your digital devices. So we run off the time, 30 minutes was really quick. One last sentence, which I want to say: balance is not something that you find, it's something you create. And it's really what I want to give you on the way is be aware, track yourself, and decide what you want to change or not. So let's create really a digital balance together where we set boundaries and we connect more in the real world than in the digital world. Great. I'm thanking you for being here. It was a pleasure to spend this 30 minutes with you. If you have questions or topics which you want to discuss on the digital well-being, I'm happy to help. You have here my email address, phone, and also my website. And I'm wishing you now a wonderful afternoon. and then a happy weekend. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Same to you. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.